So tonight we're going to talk about the bee gets kicked off a kick, Megan VR has a lot to say, and this whole community is going to shit, and Brittany's still a liar. So let's get into it.
5 years gone, dust on that old screen. You froze my face in your favorite bad dream. Type my name like a curse in your chat. You hit report, now you can't take it back. I said I'm sorry till my throat went numb. You want a time machine, I got a bigger drum. We do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. You clip that call like a relic on a wall. Tell the same old tale just to feel 10 feet tall. Yeah, I was wrong and I wore that blame, but you need my sin more than I need my name. I did my growing while you froze in place. You're still screaming yesterday right into my face. Oh yeah, we do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Print my past on a plastic flag, wave it around like you called me back. You want me cracked, want me scared, I'm too far gone, I'm too repaired. We do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Hey, do not care. You got my name in your mouth like a habit. Refresh, reload, you can't kick it. Type tough, all caps, then you play victim. You love the fire, but you fake the blister. Say I'm the villain, say I cross lines, but you keep clicking every damn time. If I'm so toxic, why you still here? Why you keep poking the same old bear? Pick a side or shut up, you can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a show. Hate me, replay me, still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? The hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Pick a side or shut up. Pick a side or shut up. Hey. You swear you're done, then you're back in my comments. New fake name, same weak content. Call me obsessed while you stalk my page, projecting your mess on a bigger stage. I'm that bad, why you share my face, why you build cloud off the clips you hate. You need me trending more than I need you. That's the part that kills you, cause you know it. Pick a side or shut up, you can't act out. Call me a monster, then beg for a show. Hate me, replay me, still make me glow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. can spit and cry when your crew starts to split. If I'm that dangerous in your mind, why you standing in my sight line? You want me gone, you want me on, you can't decide. Pick one or be quiet. Pick a side, shut up. You can't ever call me a monster, then beg for a shot. Hate me or play me, you still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Pick a side, shut up. Pick a side, shut up. Yeah. Pick a side, shut up. Or just shut up.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Happy hump day. It's hump day. I forgot. So I hope everyone's doing well. I do want to let you guys know that I heard from my doctor today and I have an appointment on Friday. So I guess that's for the blood work to see how everything went. So I will let you guys know when I know. I'm also going to meet the guy at the coffee shop on Friday. We didn't do it today. So, but I also want to show you guys something. Where is my phone? Shit, I got to find my phone. Hold on. Oh. Whoops. All right. Hang on.
Motion detected at your front door.
Why does he leave and not say anything? All right.
Motion detected at your front door.
Come on. I keep getting notifications. All right. So one thing I'm going to tell you, don't mind the stuff on the table. Because when I took the picture, I didn't have time to do the stuff on the table. Oh, hold on. Karma. Okay, remember I told you guys I was painting my couch purple? Well, it's completed. Don't mind the tables, though. There it is. A dog chair and a couch. Both purple leather. I fucking love the way it came out. Absolutely love it. So that is my couch now. And I have paintings behind it that I did that I added some purple to it. But once it's all like set up and everything, I'll show you guys. But I just want to show you guys because I finished it today. Didn't it come out good? There's a picture of it with my flash on, which it gives it like a totally different color. Shut up. Hey, this one, you can kind of see it too. Hold on. Shut up. Yeah, I guess you can't really see it much better. Kind of. So these pictures up here, I added purple in. But didn't it come out good? I love the color. Now I'm just adding like purple highlights in other places. But yeah, if you ever want to paint leather, go to Angelus and order some leather paint. They have tons of different colors. You can get like 30 different colors. The only thing is it takes like a week for them to get it to you. That's the only part that sucks. It's not like, you get it in 2 days. You can order it from Amazon, but it's more expensive. And I don't think Amazon has all the colors. But yeah, real easy to use. It dries really nice. So I highly recommend it. So that was one thing. What else did I have to tell you guys before we get started? I don't remember. Bad Wolf, you better get your ass in here. People are talking. So, okay. I woke up this morning to like a shitload of messages. B got banned from Kick. I'm like, no, she didn't. That's a lie. They're like, Sinner said it. I'm like, Sinner lies. But she did. I don't know why she can't just be honest. So let me tell you what made me even look up shit. As some of you guys know, I was the first person to ever go over to Kick in this community. I come from a gaming background. I have children that are gamers. So I'm pretty hip on all the gaming stuff. I was the first one in the community to ever use OBS. My ex-boyfriend set it up for me in 2017. I've done a lot of firsts around here. So when I went over to Kick, nobody ever heard of Kick. This was 3-4 years ago already. 3 years ago. And Molly had gotten banned. And I said, Molly, I have this new platform. Come over to Kick. It's fucking amazing. You're going to make so much money. She did. She did make money for a minute. And then she just got boring. So her people left. But I understand how Kick works, especially because I have such a gamer son. My son is like totally hip on shit. So first thing I found out, the Bee says that she got banned for 90 days. Well, that's interesting because Kick doesn't have a 90-day ban. There is no 90-day ban. So that's bullshit right there. She wouldn't have lost her entire channel if it was only a 90-day ban. So being that Kick doesn't even have a 90-day ban, I started looking a little further. And one of the most interesting things that popped up was, well, before I get there, let me back up. Jonesin did a live today, which I listened to some of it. And one of the very interesting things that she said was that Beelzebub was playing some guy Penguin, I guess, with her watermark over it. I guess this Penguin guy has like millions of subscribers. Now, again, this part I'm only going on what Jonesin said. But why would you watermark someone else's work? Now, mind you, I have been saying this about her forever. ever since she started this stupid fucking watermarking. Like, dude, you're not that fucking popular. Give me a fucking break. Like, outside of this little community, nobody knows who the fuck you are. Like, get over yourself. But regardless. So she and I said this a while ago, she likes to put watermarks over videos like on TikTok. Bitch, that's not your video. You have no right to watermark it. So I guess she did this when she was playing the Penguin. Now, again, I have no idea who the Penguin is. But I guess she was playing it with her watermark over it, probably not using fair use because she never does. And they struck her down, I guess. But I think if it was an actual strike, she would know that. Even whether it's Kick, YouTube, doesn't matter. She would know what happened. If she doesn't have any other strikes against her, I find it a little odd that they would just completely ban her in one shot. Kick is very lenient when it comes to banning. Like, you may get banned today and then you could like wiggle your way back tomorrow. They're not set in stone like YouTube. And let me tell you, the owner of Kick is very nice on the eyes. Very nice. Sorry, Bedwolf, if you're listening. Really good looking guy. Like, shocking. I didn't think he was cute. But so that could be the reason. Yeah, her channel's completely gone. That could be the reason that Penguin took her down. I don't know if Penguin is related in Kick at all. I don't know if they have a channel on Kick. I don't know. I haven't looked that far because I don't even know who the person is. But it's somewhere it obviously sent a red flag. But again, I've never really heard of Kick banning someone for like taking away everything, especially a channel that was making money and moving up the ranks really fast. I have a hard time believing that they just annihilated her channel based on the first mistake. No. Is it possible? Yeah, I'm not going to say it's not possible, but likely that one error and they're just going to wipe you out completely? No, I don't think so. Sorry. So she tries to blame Sinner, from what I heard. I didn't see it myself. But she tries to blame Sinner, saying that it's all Sinner's fault. And it's because she doxed herself. Look, if anyone believes that, I got a bridge I can sell you in San Francisco that leads to Alcatraz. Or I could sell you the Brooklyn Bridge, either or. Or waterfront real estate in Arizona, right next door to Nonsense. She did not get banned, blocked, kicked off, and her whole channel gone because she doxed herself. And it has nothing to do with Sinner. I also can't decide who's worse, her or Brittany. The lies that flow out of both of their mouths with no accountability is fucking crazy to me. Can you not take some fucking accountability? You were playing a huge streamer. Huge streamer. Let me see. Let me see how many subscribers this man has. It is a guy, right? Let's look up. Okay. Here's the interesting part, though. If his name is Penguin on Kick, he does not have a channel. So that's his name on YouTube, right? Penguin? No, that's not his channel. What's his channel name? Does anyone know? Because there's no Penguin on YouTube. Is it the Penguin? He lives in Tampa, big YouTube gamer. Oh, so if he's a gamer, then he probably is. Moist CR1 T Cal? That's his name? The Penguin. He's on Kick. So what's that Moist CR Tical? What is that? Okay, I'm not finding anybody on YouTube by the name The Penguin. CR1. There we go. There's a Z on the end. I know this dude. So he has 17 million subscribers on YouTube. 17 million. This isn't someone small. So he has 17 million on YouTube. On Twitch, he has 5.8 million. On Instagram, he has 2.7 million. On Twitter, he has 2.6 million followers. And on Kick, I have to look him up again. Hold on. And on Kick, no, I don't know what name he's on Kick under. It's not Penguins. Because this guy has no followers. I don't think he's on Kick. I really don't. Kick is not in his profile either. He's not monetized anymore? Let me try this. Yeah, he's not on Kick. I've tried everything. If you can find him on Kick, let me know. But I am not seeing this guy on Kick. Because I don't think this is the reason. That's why. That's my point. I don't think this is the reason. What I think it is what we're going to get into next. But I don't see this man on Kick. Now, being that he is such a big gamer, it's very possible that it was triggered because of her watermarks. Because how are you going to watermark a video of a man that has millions of followers? You look really bad. So it could be that somebody happened to notice it. The odds of that might be a little slim, but it's possible. I mean, if he has that many subscribers, it's possible that somebody noticed it and said, yo, this channel is fucking watermarking your shit. Which I can see that going down because of it. That is much more likely than it coming from Sinner. That was like the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. He's not good looking, Angelina. But I'm going to show you in a minute who is. Now, I don't know what video she was playing. This guy he's a gamer. His stuff on YouTube is Justin Timberlake body cam, Afro Man trial was crazy, horrible mother, like nothing that she should have watermarked. So, thank you. I'm not crazy. Does not stream on Kick. So it's possible that somebody noticed with that many millions of subscribers, one of the head honchos You just don't watermark someone else's fucking shit. Doesn't matter who it is. You only watermark your shit, not someone else's. Like, she even watermarked Britney's fucking belly. Like, dude, that's Britney's belly. Give me a break. You can't watermark her shit. Yes, that's where I know him from, Extra Pickles. He called out Zavgirl. He at that time, I think he only had like a couple of million. So he's grown a lot. Yeah, it had nothing to do with Sinner. I knew that immediately. They're not going to ban you for that kind of bullshit. And then she says 90-day ban. Kick doesn't have a 90-day ban. So it's lies all around. But I'm going to tell you what I think it is. So in my research, Kick seems to be having a lot of problems with people viewbotting. Now, if you don't know what viewbotting is, it's buying views. That's all it is. It's buying views. B has been accused of this on YouTube. Now, she was, or somebody was buying her likes a couple of years ago. It's one of the reasons her channel grew the way it did. She was getting 700-800 likes before like the video even started. How do I know it's fake? Because they tried doing it to me and then I blocked them. So it was either somebody fucking with her or somebody was doing it on purpose. I have my inklings of who it is, but it actually helped her a lot because people saw all these views. I mean, not all views, all these likes, and they just, oh my God, she must be so great. So people were watching her channel thinking that, she was wonderful. So a lot of people have thought that she was buying bots. Now, Queen Bee has an ego. We all know Clue took over for Queen Bee. And it's obvious that Granny, Clue, Queen Bee share the same amount of subs pretty much. But their numbers are quite different when you look at participants. Queen seems to have the lowest of actual participants than Granny does or Clue. So, and I always gave her the benefit of the doubt, like, no, look at the money she's making. She's not buying bots. Well, Kick has been on this strike, this ban lately, the last couple of months of people buying bots. And you will get a ban for buying bots. No questions asked. So and I'm going to play a video. It's pretty interesting. It's not long. But I think it's a combination of both. I think that somebody reported her for having the overlay of somebody else's video and someone else's content, combined with the fact that she looks like an AI person because she's not showing who she is, which is a big thing with Kick. If you're going to be on Kick, they want to see you. Don't ever expect to go anywhere on Kick by not showing who you are, by not showing your face. It won't work. Kick is a platform that they don't want AI. You better be real. So I found this video from 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it's new. It's not even like it's old. This is brand new. Of Kick's owner talking about bots and how they keep sweeping channels that have bots and they are banning people with ViewBots. So let's watch this video. There you go. There it is. All right. And tell me the owner is not a cutie pie. He's the one on the left. And he has a British accent, which makes him even hotter.
The reality is there wouldn't be many people left.
It's been a minute. I only think I dropped like 2 videos through all of January, but I had to come back because when I saw this clip where the Kick CEO basically said, we feel like everybody's viewbotting. We can see it on the back end.
So this one's coming from UK. Is Kick still banning 100 streamers a week from abusing KPP?
100 streamers a week are getting banned. This is in 2026. Are getting banned for ViewBots. Interesting. 100 a week. So they're on top of it. Come on, he's adorable.
So I think a while back we just mentioned that.
So we've thus far removed, I'd say probably about 1,500 people from KPP for botting and abusing it. You know, the reality is on the back of those bans, we did see like a big drop off in people like trying to abuse the system. So, you know, we're going to continue that initiative. We are still removing probably about 10 to 20 people a week. Again, we're mainly focusing on the serial abusers. I think, you know, we talk about this very openly, right? You know, I think that's the great thing about Kick Talk. We're very transparent. We're very open. You know, we know that in live streaming, there is a lot of viewbotting. That's the reality. If we banned every single person who viewbotted from the KPP program, the reality is there wouldn't be many people left. That's the reality. It's the harsh reality. It's not just a problem isolated to Kick. It's a problem with all social media. All social media has a botting problem. That's the reality. And if people don't realize that, then you're living in a false reality. You have to, you know, I think, you know, we're mainly focused on some of the massive abusers of that. And we've been removing their KPP. We'll continue to do so. I think it's about sending a message that we just don't like that way of working. It is cheating. It's the sad reality. It is cheating. You know, using ViewBots is cheating. You're cheating your way to the top of the direct.
Thank you, Miss Trial. Michelle K, did you see the couch, by the way? I finished it.
You're trying to overtake people, and we don't appreciate that. We don't. It would be great if we could continue to fight that battle. It's a tough battle. It's becoming ingrained in the culture. I think for so long, people can get away with it, and that's just how it's worked. And so it's like reversing this like almost cultural situation of acceptance almost. And I tell you what, one thing I'll just.
I want you guys to listen to what he says next, because I have been saying this for like a year and a half. I was like, yes, he's saying exactly what I said.
I know I don't want to get bogged down in the ViewBots subject, because we could talk about ViewBots for like, we probably spent like half of our Kick Talks talking about ViewBots. It's like a really common subject, and we could talk about it for hours. But you know, I think on the subject of ViewBots, Kick will always do its absolute best to try to curb it. You know, again, I've talked about the Trust team. This is an incredible team dedicated just to fighting back against viewbotting and other malicious activities. But you know, I think the most powerful thing that you guys can do is you know, hold streamers accountable. You know, the reality is if you see somebody that you enjoy watching, like consistently sitting at like several hundred viewers, and you know, you kind of know that there's only like 7 people in the chat or whatever, like, you know, again, sure, that doesn't mean they're viewbotting, but it's probably like, hold on, wait, something doesn't add up. You know, hold people accountable, right? Be like, hey, dude, that's not cool. Like, that's not cool. Like, I think it's just about rechanging the stigma that like more viewers means you're cooler, right? Like,
Thank you. I've been saying this for a year and a half already.
I disagree. Like, I really fuck with the streamers who have like 20 viewers and like really active communities and are just sitting there chilling on 20 viewers. They don't care. Like, that is cool. Like, I look at those guys and I'm like, you're cool. Like, you're cool. You don't care. Like, there's some really great streamers there. They just got like 30, 40 viewers. They're just chilling. They don't care.
And so I just wanted to dive into it because
How long have I been saying that? JLR is a perfect example. People need to stop looking at numbers and thinking this person is amazing because they have 1,000 people in there. No, just because you have a lot of subscribers doesn't make you a good person. Just because you have 10 people in your chat doesn't mean that you're a bad creator. It just means that people haven't heard you yet, or you're not getting, passed around enough, or your videos aren't being shared enough. There's so many reasons for it. But just because you have, all right, let me back up. There are certain exceptions. Emily D. Baker has a lot of people in her chat because she's very knowledgeable. She's very personable. And many of us have been with her from the beginning, like when she had 5,000 subscribers. Someone like that is in a different league. The lawyer, I'll say lawyers as a whole, they're in a different league. I'm talking like in drama, true crime. Just there are certain exceptions, but for the most part, so many people look and say, oh, I have to like this person because they get a lot of people in their chat. No, look at JLR. It doesn't mean they're a better person or a better creator. Just means that a lot of people are following the bullshit. I mean, you look at Britney's chats. Britney is a fucking pathological liar. And yet she always gets 400 or 500. Why? Because people want to watch a train wreck? Well, that's a you problem. The B Tim is the most boring motherfucker on this entire fucking platform. I don't find him educated. I don't find him intelligent. His voice is annoying. His laugh is fake. And he just thinks he knows everything when he knows fucking nothing. Who are there really 1,200 people watching him at all fucking times? Please.
Always found this topic really interesting, and I feel like a lot of people don't see it from the overall big picture that I feel like a lot of the platforms have to see it as, because in reality, if you're a big streamer already, if you have 5,000 to 10,000 viewers, you can really get away with this shit because it blends in. You already have a ton of viewers, so if suddenly you have 5,000 or 10,000 more, it's a lot harder to determine. And even if they can see it on the back end, they then can't prove that it was you. And because you're a big streamer, because you have money, because you have influence, they're very unlikely to ban you because you can bring them to court. And now they have the burden of proof of proving that you specifically decided to view bot, and that it's not some other streamer that doesn't like you that's trying to make you look bad or get you banned. It's not somebody on your team secretly doing it. It's not a viewer, because anybody can view bot a channel. I could go to I like Summit 1G. If I go and I watch him playing a game and he's down a couple thousand, I could go find some ViewBot site, pay it some money, and then send them ViewBots to his channel. That's crazy. Like, there's no way to prove that this person did it. And so that's where it becomes a little tricky. And that's why you don't see a lot of official bans of any big streamers, because there's going to be legal ramifications that come with it. I'm sure a lot of small streamers get banned because what are we going to do? Like, if someone all of a sudden jumps from 5 to 10 viewers to 500, it's pretty obvious. And so they just get them out of there. Nobody talks about it because they're not popular and they don't really have the money to try to fight it to say, hey, it wasn't me. And the likelihood of it not being them when they only have 5 viewers, pretty slim to none.
And that's why I think that they're watching, these people came in and boom, they're getting 1,000 views. They're jumping the ranks. They're going to be looked at. Like, people are going to look at them and they're going to see something is off. Like, how are these people coming in, getting these crazy numbers out of nowhere? Like, they're not gamers. They didn't come from Twitch. The back office, it's going to send up red flags. And if they're doing anything wrong, it's going to kick. Plus, well, kick, no pun intended. Plus, nonsense goes on camera. Clue goes on camera. So B doesn't. And neither does anyone on her panel. So to me, in a back end, that looks like it's a bot. It looks like it's AI.
When it comes to the big streams, it's really tough. But he did say that he can see some people that don't have ViewBots, and one of them was Sneeko.
We were talking about bots before. I think just a big shout out to Sneeko. I think Sneeko is one of the few people out there doesn't touch any bots at all. I said this the other day, right, Sneeko? I was like, there is actually very few people. I was saying, like, hey, look, guys, fuck with the people that don't use bots. I'll say this now. I won't ever say someone is using ViewBots, but I will say when someone isn't using ViewBots, like Sneeko is not, he's legit. Like, you haven't fallen to the temptation of, increasing your metrics, and I respect that, man. I really do.
Thanks a lot. Wait, so I'm so surprised. I'm happy you said that because I get accused of that all the time. I know you got to go, but So you are aware of everybody who is and isn't botting. I did want to talk about, maybe we could speak on this more in the future.
No, obviously, yeah, Kick like has the ability, like that's how KPP works, right? KPP pays out on legitimate viewership, right? Obviously, the platform kind of knows, but again, we don't know who's botting Q, right? Like at the end of the day, like, you know, somebody else could be botting someone else. Like there is a lot of that going on, right? But you know, it's a tough one. But yeah, we definitely know when people aren't botting, that's for sure.
And I kind of said that as I laughed because he has been accused a lot of having ViewBots, and I'm not personally a big fan of Sneeko, but I give him respect. I mean, again, it doesn't mean if he had ViewBots that it was him doing it, but we know now for a fact that he's not doing it. So you got to respect that. But it's just like Eddie said, I don't want to name people that I think have ViewBots because I can't prove it. It could be somebody else doing it. And so that becomes the weird space. So as much as he's like, we're going to crack down on it, we're going to try to fix this, I don't know how you do that. I mean, you can just go crazy and ban everybody that has an inflated count. But at some point, you might reach somebody that's like, hey, legally, I'm going to take you to court because this is my livelihood. And I know I didn't do it. So prove it. Show them that I did it. And it's not going to be something that they're going to be able to do unless somebody on stream is stupid enough to pull up like an email where they bought shit, which I think Deji did that in the past. Shout out to KSI's brother. It was something like that had happened. I forget what it was, or somebody exposed or hacked his email and they were able to find some shit like that. And I think there's been some streamers that have pulled websites up in the past. Those are like the only official bans that we've really seen. And the reason why is because, like I said, the legal side of things. So I don't know that they ever really fix this. And I feel like what we're trying to come to the conclusion of is that you guys should all join my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DwayneTV, because apparently if I get to 5,000 viewers, we could just inflate that bitch and make more money. Do giveaway. I'm just saying, I'm not really going to do that though, because I don't know if me saying that jokingly is going to get me in trouble, but you should still come to the streams. It's a good time. I promise. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.
So there you go. So in my humble opinion, I think she got busted for botting. And I think she's trying to blame Sinner for it, but I think it's bots. I think it was a combination of botting and the whatchamacallit, and the watermark. So could I be wrong? I could. Am I usually right? Yeah, unfortunately I am. Well, unfortunately for haters, I usually am. But yeah, that's what I think happened. So she can run around lying as usual, making it out like, you know, it's she does nothing wrong and everything is the up and up. But I'm pretty convinced. Oh, and let me also show you guys something. Hold on. But I am pretty convinced that that's what happened. Combination of all of it. Okay, Kick does not have a 90-day ban policy for streamers. Instead, Kick utilizes a moderation system that can result in temporary suspensions or permanent bans depending on the violation. Ban types. Kick imposes permanent bans which require manual review to be lifted. Case-by-case basis. Kick assesses bans based on context, intent, and channel history. Exceptions. They maintain a zero-tolerance policy for certain high-impact violations such as illegal acts or protection of minors. It is possible for individual temporary bans to last for various durations, such as a 3-day reported ban, but is not designated 90-day policy. She's a fucking liar. She can't not lie. I'm telling you guys, she is as bad as Britney. Hold on. Which ban or suspension will Kick remove your channel? How long is a ban on Kick? Typically ranging from a temporary cooldown of 30 minutes to 7 days, or a permanent removal. In competitive gaming, this often escalates 30 minutes, 2 hours, 24 hours, 1 week. In a specific community server, Kick ban might last a default of 20 minutes. you get 3 strikes. Kick, hold on. Grounds for revoking and refusing verification. Essential to adhere to the guidelines. Failure to do so may lead to the removal or refusal of your channel's verification status or the Kick Partner Program. By Kick, avoid a repeated violation. So I don't even know if she had a violation to begin with. Respect intellectual property rights and avoid unauthorized use of copyrighted content. Oh, you mean like running your watermark on someone else's work? You mean like that? Refrain from engaging in hate speech, harassment, or any form of harmful behavior. Well, we know she does that. Do not promote or engage in illegal activities during a stream. Refrain from participating in any practice that artificially manipulates stats, bots. Refrain from joining or participating in communities that aim to artificially inflate stats. Refrain from self-financing Kick account via subscriptions to artificially inflate channel statistics. Oh, you mean like getting 400 subscribers in one shot to make it look like that your people are buying it and it's actually you buying it? Well, that's also illegal. You're not allowed to do that. So all these things she just happens to do, or people think she does. Allegedly. We're going to say allegedly. But she does 2 of these, 2 or 3 of these. Maintain a regular streaming schedule to prevent 90 days of inactivity. Deliver high quality content, which she does not have. Stream original live content that resonates with your audience. She doesn't do that. Avoid using mirror streams, blank streams, or pre-recorded content. Your channel must have video on demand content, enabling viewers to catch up on missed streams and increasing overall channel value, which I don't think she does either. I think she erases her lives. To apply verification, ensure you meet the requirements. To reapply for Kick Partner, ensure you meet the requirements. Reflect on your content strategy and engagement approach for successful reapplication. And that's it. Those are the rules on Kick. There is no 90-day ban. She breaks half of these rules. And many people think she breaks all 3 of these rules. So I can't say for sure, though. I don't know. I heard 90 days. I heard it through a comment section. So just went through a community comment section on a community post. She replies 30 days for her own docs. Queen actually say 90 days somewhere. I don't know. I heard 90 days this morning, but even 30 days, I don't even see a 30-day ban on Kick. And it would not be for doxing herself. Because what's interesting about Kick, there's not even doxing here. Doxing is not even one of the rules. Just saying. What is one of the rules is manipulating, self-financing, and all the ones I just read, those actually are, but doxing is not one of them. So let's go one step further. Kick 30-day ban. I don't think Kick has a 30-day ban either. Kick does not have a 30-day ban policy, but rather employs temporary or permanent suspensions at their discretion for violations of terms of service. While some platforms use 30-day suspensions, Kick typically issues warnings, temporary or permanent bans depending on the severity of the violation, such as serious safety or hate speech. I knew they didn't have 30. They just don't suspend like that. And they don't take your channel if you're under a suspension. She's a fucking liar. Thank you, Angelina. Yeah, I heard 90. I don't know. I heard it secondhand, so I can't say for sure. If Kick suspends you, do they remove your entire channel? A suspension on Kick does not automatically mean your entire channel is permanently deleted. Kick distinguishes between temporary suspensions and permanent terminations. Temporary suspension, like a 14-day ban, if you're temporarily suspended, your channel is usually made inaccessible and you cannot stream, but the channel itself, along with your followers and videos, is typically restored after the ban expires. Permanent termination ban, if you commit severe violations such as illegal acts, severe hate speech, or multiple repeat offenses, Kick may terminate your account, which will result in the loss of all content, followers, and account access, which she says she cannot access. Content deletion. Kick has the right to delete specific content that violates the guidelines, even if the entire account is not permanently banned. Violation severity. Kick considers both the frequency and the severity of violations where deciding to suspend or permanently remove a channel. Prohibited content. Activities such as illegal, sexualized content involving minors or severe copyright infringement can lead to immediate termination. Oh, you mean like watermarking some Penguin's work? Yeah, that could do it. Ban evasion. If you're banned and try to create a new account, that account might also be banned. In short, a suspension usually allows for a return, while a permanent ban results in losing your channel, but not all suspensions lead to permanent removal. Nice try, Beelzebub. Show proof that they said there's a 30-day suspension. I want to see that proof of this 30-day suspension for doxing yourself. Okay. No platform is banning you for doxing yourself. Nice try, though. Comments don't mean anything. Show me the proof from Kick. Show the actual suspension or termination letter from Kick. And I know what they look like, so she can't fake it. And one thing I notice with some of these fucking liars, they never show proof. Not her, not Brittany. They just don't show proof. They expect you to take their word, even though they're fucking blatant liars. I've noticed this continually. Show fucking proof, bitch. Show your letter from Kick. Bet you can't, because you won't. 90 days was in her comments. Whose comments? I don't know where she said 90 days. I heard it when I woke up this morning. I honestly don't know. I heard it a few different places. So, nice try, Beelzebub. But you're a liar. No different than Brittany. Because it's funny to me that she gets banned for things that Kick doesn't even have. Someone said 90, and she said 3 hours ago 30, but earlier probably said 90. Yeah. The truth is, it's either ViewBots or Penguin. I can guarantee you it has nothing to do with Sinner. Her community post comments mean nothing. Because again, there is no 30-day ban. There's no 90-day ban. Oh, you're saying a letter is in her comment sections? Is that what you're saying? Or just people talking? Don't make me go there. Don't make me. You can't force me. But seriously, like, how long have I been saying don't look at someone's numbers? Because some of the biggest people on here are the biggest fucking scumbags. And I'm not talking about, yeah, her claim. Show the proof. Kicked will tell you what you got banned for. The one thing that I loved about Kick, now I don't know if it's still like this. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. I mean, I haven't written to Kick in, 3.5 years? But if you look, hold on. They have a 24/7 support team, and they will answer you. Like, you get a real fucking person who will answer you. There's your emails. So they're going to tell you why you got suspended. So show the letter. Because I'm sure you wrote to them. Show the letter. Well, Clue said that she got banned, or Cleta said she got banned for breaking TOS too many times, I think it was. Like too many community strikes, I believe. This comment saying 90 days prior to 3 hours ago. So maybe she thought it was 90 and all comments still say 90, but other comments are deleted. Yeah, I don't know. She's a liar. There is no 90-day suspension. There's no, and this morning it was 90, now it's 30. Okay. Sure, Kick. I mean, sure, B. But again, just show the proof. Show the letter. Just show the letter. But even 30, Kick said. Kick's main suspension is 14. Not even that much, because Kick understands that, and I know this from the gaming aspect of it. Kick knows people make a living off here. 30 days without income, that can put someone on the street. They know this, especially smaller streamers. They know it. They know that people need to fucking make a living. So their bans are usually 4 days, 3 days, 7 day. I mean, if you're a repeated offender, that's different. But yeah, she's just lying all around. That's all it is. Because like I said, I know Kick well. Now, granted, I haven't been on there in a while, but from what I hear from my son, nothing's changed. Yeah, she did not get kicked for her own docs. I will bet money on that. I'll bet her entire paycheck. That's not why she got banned. Exactly. A lot of people want paycheck from a disaster, but that's how Kick started. Where Twitch, I mean, you have to understand the whole premise behind Kick was people were getting banned from Twitch. They were banned from YouTube. Twitch was taking Twitch takes 50% of your income. So you're kind of fucked. And you can go over to Kick. A lot of Kick started from banned creators, big creators on Twitch who got banned for stupid reasons. They started on Kick. They got into, if you lived outside of the US, Kick is funded by gambling, but a lot of places in US you can't gamble. But that's Kick's whole thing. Gaming from leftover Twitch and gambling. That's who funds Kick, is gambling. I forgot the name of the company, but that's how it all started. And believe me, Kick's making money, lots of it. But they also have the best payout. But you need to have the following or a really solid community that constantly gives you money. But I was mad, though, that when I signed back into Kick, I'm like, oh my God, I lost everything. I was so close to partner and I totally lost it. But I think I'm going to do 90-day reaction videos on Kick. I really am. I'm thinking about it. It's a good way to start up Kick and restart with my 900 subscribers that never left me. And so that's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if you guys watch 90 Day, but it's awesome. All right. Sweet Misery, have you been watching Before the 90 Days? That one happens to be the best of all of the 90 days. They just get the wackiest fucking people. Like the wackiest. And it's almost over. But I hate waiting until Sunday. Fucking hate it. Usually I wait till the series is done. But that's what I'm thinking about doing on Kick, is 90-day reaction video. Yeah, 90 Day Fiance. But there's a million different shows that spawn from 90 Day Fiance. But the craziest people always end up on Beyond the 90 Days. They just end up with the wackiest fucking people. Like wackiest. So, don't forget, hit the thumbs up. Tip your host with the most. You can send a super chat. You can buy a candle. You can buy wax melts, lotions. I can paint your leather couch. What else? I could draw you a picture. No. I could send you a picture of my doggy. Seriously. Cash App. Super chat. Memberships. And support your hostess with the mostess. Yeah, it is drama, but it's such a good show. And I'm not getting into the 90-day community. No, thank you. They're just as wacky. All right, so moving on from the liar, let's get into Granny's people have been on top lately. Dougie's good. He's fine. She's fine. Granny's and her people have been on top lately. So Megan VR goes live tonight. And she addresses a couple of things. Her rant wasn't quite as good as Granny's was last night, but it was close. But there's a couple of things she brings up that I want to address. Because I think it needs to be addressed, honestly. Especially since I'm getting the blame from these fucking morons. So now, if you don't know who Megan is a longtime subscriber, a longtime mod of Granny. She has been with Granny as long as I've known Granny, which is like, what, 4 or 5 years already? Oh, before I want to show you guys something. Just Irish found this for me earlier, and I was laughing my ass off. Hey, Brittany. You know, because now I'm just this horrible, you know, CPS caller and blah, blah, blah. And she would never fuck with me and she never liked me and blah, 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 blah. Right? That's what she says. Well, let's take a listen at what she said just recently. Like very recently. And sub up Just Irish is at 420 subscribers. Hold on, I can find it.
She bored the fuck out of me. But all of a sudden, as an actual fish, it's like shooting fish. It's fascinating. Like, you know, it's nice when people like you've been just
I'm coming from QB.
I
Like-
know. I'm like fucking
Brittany's side because Brittany wants a panel guest. I heard the most amazing. This might be it. I was like watching something last night.
that must be what it is.
Fucking awesome is that?
Yeah, it's like my ex-husband.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Prisoner to it. You know, I was fucking for probably a year. Resentment was bad.
shit, it's over there. Oh. Why are not working? No, that's not it. Shit, you know the timestamp, Irish? Irish, you know the timestamp of when it was? For some reason, it's not letting me type it. That's not working. Guys, hit the thumbs up. I know it was at the very end.
Yeah, I like that. That's really cute. I do want to give a shout out to Perplex QT, Laura,
That's
because
right.
I think Laura has
You're my best
dragged, like she has went
star as
and had my back way more than I've ever even asked her to. So, right.
FPS.
Whoa, what did you I'll do it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna drop down and pop back up. Hold on. You're my beautiful.
I have a gun, motherfucker.
God, that sounds just found footage movie.
Time, you know, she had yarn agrees. I don't know. I guess I'd have to, and I just got in that habit of filtering everything around her, other than really improve it, because you're stuck in it with something worse. Because that's what happened with me on Taco Tuesday.
Right? For
Oh,
no reason. Like, not like, you know, when I'm missing something, you know,
Yeah.
to the next. I said, so when you get burned again, it's all on you. I
Yeah.
told her.
line, and with the pattern of documents thing to change, it was just,
Two,
you know,
four,
so it is
seven?
what it is, you know. So then it was like I saw her on. All right. There it is. Yeah. Now it's something that Angela said here was the point of it, but just the fact that I heard this come out of BJ's mouth, it was funny.
Shut the fuck up, potato.
I haven't asked her to. She just spoke on what was right. And so I hope she hears this. I'll email her too. But I do want to say thank you.
Hold on, Laura. I'll do it in a sec. I'll do it.
Thank you and give credit where it's due for that, because she has lots of people have told me she's been having my back, and I appreciate that. It's nice to have other people speak out. So thank you, Laura. If you hear this, I'll email her if she doesn't.
Oh, that is so sweet. This isn't the person you just claimed the other day you never fucked with, right?
Oh, that's funny. I think that was it.
Hold on, there's more.
Oh, there's more. I don't know if it's about Laura.
We got a stream that was called Bruh. Laura is mentioned in context of a discussion about personal interactions and community dynamics. It is noted that Laura is neutral in a particular situation. The speaker expresses a positive attitude towards Laura, saying, well, who knows? And I'm here for it. And plus, I think she's funny.
Oh,
Brittany J.
hello.
Mentions that she went into Laura's stream for about 5 minutes, but did not stay to watch because she did not know what Laura would say. She clarifies that this was not meant to be disrespectful to Laura, acknowledging that Laura got it all as usual. This shows Brittany's cautious approach to live streams discussing sensitive topics. She emphasizes that everyone has their own opinion, implying that she prefers to avoid potential drama or speculation. Okay.
So that must have been the summary, the AI summary.
So, Brittany, the whole reason why I'm so horrible to Brittany now is because I called her out. Because what Granny is playing is only like 6-7 months old. So it's kind of funny, though, that I was so wonderful 7 months ago, but as soon as I saw and called her out on her bullshit, all of a sudden I became Satan, and I'm a CPS caller, and I'm horrible, and I'm this, and I'm that. But before that, I was fine. CPS was called 5 fucking years ago. So, yeah. Okay. Nice try, Britt. Good catch, Granny. All right. I'm going to move this. That's true. She was a Clue fan in the beginning. But you have to understand, I used to fight with Granny over Brittany. Because Granny would be like, can't believe you're letting her in the streams. And I was like, why wouldn't I? What's wrong with her?
Hello. Then it was being stupid. Straight talker. Hey, Betty, I have another that tonight in an hour, so I don't have much time. I wanted to address what she was going to come out with. It's like not for information, not to report, but to get information, right? Right away, Jessica said that she did not agree with it, right? She said it multiple times. I don't agree with this, right?
Okay, before you guys hear this, do you guys know what she's talking about? Do you guys happen to hear what happened on Granny's panel today with a woman that called CPS just to ask a couple of questions? Is anyone not familiar with that? Because if you're not familiar with that, you're going to have a hard time kind of understanding this. So if you're not familiar with it, I'll go ahead and pull that up so you can see what she's talking about. So put a 1 in the chat if you have no clue what this is all about. I'll wait. You got to walk faster. You got to let me know quicker than that. You guys are slow. Come on, my participants. All right, there's one. Thank you for at least answering, Grouchy Mama Bear. Who else? Come on. Yeah, I'm not going to play Granny's whole live. I'm just going to play that woman. Oh. All right, let me go to Granny. No, I don't think she was wanting Granny's attention. But she serves a very good, valid point, I guess. And that valid point is you do not know who's listening. You do not know who's calling. You do not know who's in the fucking audience. Okay. Was there only one person on panel with her all day? All right. I think this is it. Hold on.
Girl, we shall name her Charity. If it's a boy, we shall name him Cash. Hey, Kay. Good morning, my friend.
Okay, so I may or may not have made a phone call.
Oh, you sure you want to say this?
Hold on, wait, because it was just an informatory. You know, I'm putting it out there. I did not call and report anything. I just called to ask a question.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I called and I asked if a CPS worker was able to be recorded by said person that they were investigating. And the lady did ask me, well, was it without her knowledge? And I was like, well, no, if you were to hear the conversation, she evidently understands that she's going to be, you know, recorded. And she said that normally, no, because there's too many detailed information that they don't want to.
Now, here's my question, though. I'm not taking a side, but here's my question. Can someone tell me the difference logically? And if you want a link, I'll gladly drop one. Can someone explain to me the difference of calling CPS like she did or calling the cops and asking them a question? Nobody's reporting anything. You're just asking a simple question. I don't know why everyone's having a shit fit over this. Though, if the woman just called and asked a question without giving names, what is the difference if all these people calling cops and nobody seems to care? Why is CPS so different than the police? These people call the cops like it's their fucking mother. So why is calling CPS and asking a question any different? And I really want to know. It's research. I don't see what the big deal is.
Forsake give out.
Now, if she gave Brittany's name, that's a whole nother ball game. But she says she didn't.
Right.
as they did on, you know, BJ's, where she slips up and on the call you can almost hear the county or wherever the doctor's office is. So for me, it's like, I don't believe it.
See, I don't know if it's illegal to do so. I think it's legal because it is a one-party consent. Now, like you said, you are being risky by publishing on YouTube.
And that's what she said.
Potentially interfere with an investigation. It could be, defamatory. Yeah, I think. And
she said because they are CPS, but I forget the word she used. State affiliated. Because they are state affiliated workers, that the only way that it would be possible is if she did it without her knowledge. And if you hear that phone call, it sounds like the lady knows that she's being recorded. And I said, does she know that she's being blasted all over the internet? Because, and I gave no detailed information whatsoever. Like,
I'll be honest with you. I would have never made the call that you made, but I know that people will. And Brittany has to know that people will too. And that's a risk
exactly
when you put your business all over the internet. Do I agree with it? No. But do I understand some people will do that? Yeah.
Because it's just the fact of, why lie? When
now you heard what Granny said. She wouldn't have done it, but she understands there are people out there that are gonna do it. Keep that in mind.
And I don't understand the point in lying if it's not true. Why would you want to wish CPS being called? And I don't care. I know that some people may not agree with it, and that's fine. But for me, I wanted to know if it was, possible. Because she did give out detailed information. And, but like I said, the person who I spoke to, I did not give out any information as far as what, who, where, or anything I was calling about other than could it be recorded?
Well,
that's the only thing I asked. And the only thing, that's the only conversation.
What was the final answer? Can it be recorded or no?
She said that because they are state affiliated, that they are not allowed to knowingly be recorded. If she did it without her knowledge, then that's different because the CPS worker would not have known that she did it.
So you're saying if the CPS worker...
Now, I will say on my 5th call, when I told the CPS worker she's fucking harassing me already, she knew I was recording her. She told me I could not record her. I said, well, I am recording you because I need proof of this. Because you're harassing me, you're harassing my children, and enough is enough. So, yes, I will record you. If you don't like it, then leave my house. And she left. But yeah, so she is right. You're not supposed to record them.
Worker knowingly participated in a recorded call that she knew would be published, that CPS worker broke the CPS rules.
Yes, because it's detailing.
Emily is extra pickles. I'm like, everyone keeps talking about Emily. Who the fuck? I don't even see an Emily.
Information about the call and whatnot, like the initial call that someone made.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Like it's giving out information that, would not be out there otherwise.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know. I mean, again, I I disagree with you, Colin. I do. I truly do. I think it's not our
I know.
place.
Now again, Granny says, I disagree with you calling. That's twice now. Keep that in mind.
But this is the shit that Brittany puts herself up to. What did she think was
Yeah.
going to happen when you're out here telling people all this information, and then you're
Yeah.
recording a CPS worker and blah blah blah? Brittany was hoping, with utmost respect, Brittany was hoping that what you just said would be done so she can cry victim.
And you know what? And to the defense of, you know what? I hope that it makes it to where don't lie about it. Just be honest, you know, but we all know she's not going to. And I know that I'm not the only person that's probably called.
Right.
You know, I can 100% almost guarantee you I'm not the only person that's called to ask that question.
Well,
because a lot of people have questioned it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even believe it's an actual CPS worker. So I don't know.
And like I said in my comment, it's just the whole the use of transcript. Like I have an iPhone. My husband has a Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get transcripts on our phone when we record something.
I think she has shown before that her phone, when recording a call, does have transcripts. I remember something else coming up about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just, I know that Queen played it. I know that.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to play it right now.
Okay. I was fixing to say, because I knew you were looking for it. But
yeah.
It's just
30 months. Woohoo. 30 months, Rachel. That's a long time.
a lot of weird stuff that you'll catch on to. So, but you know, I mean, and I know that not everybody's gonna agree with me doing it, and that's fine. But I did it because you know what? I feel like that is a system that is there to help children. And why are you going to deter people from using said system if needed?
Well, that's why
by some chance your information gets leaked out.
Well, that's why whoever made the call needs to call and have a talk with the supervisor, because what Brittany is doing is she is absolutely threatening people to not call. And that is, you're not allowed to fucking do that.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know what? I mean, I'll say it. I said it on Queen's panel that, you know what? Many years ago, I had to use that system.
So even though this lady sounds like she's, you know, two sheets in the wind, if she didn't give out any pertinent information, then what she did is no fucking different than all these people that call the cops. At least with her, if she didn't give out identifying info and just called to ask questions, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people are having heart failure over it when they have no problem when people call the police, because all of these bitches are the first ones to call the fucking cops. So show me the difference. There is none. So that's what this lady was saying. So keep that in mind when we now listen to Megan. Where was it? Okay.
You do what you do, but I don't agree with it. Exactly, Heather. Right. She tried to put a stop to it. So you've got multiple people trying to call her out for quote unquote platforming a fucking CPS caller. So the only reason that I believe that this lady called, right, is because of what Brittany put out. Right. The fact that she's saying that she's recording somebody not once but twice and she puts out too much, right? So I think Angela looked really fucking stupid, and because she kept trying to make it seem like she had something to do with this, that Granny had something to do with this, she condoned this, whatever, and that wasn't the fucking case. And now
So one of Megan's mods, right? Angela allows the CPS caller in the comments and has been in her chat. Laura CPS. Fuck you, Savannah.
Think that that's why Angela took it down, because she looks like a fucking idiot. Okay. There you go, Savannah. Okay. Exactly. So that's Angela. You're a fucking dumbass. Shut the fuck up. You keep trying, but you just look stupid every fucking time. You look like a fucking hypocrite. So just shut up. Keep Granny's name out of your fucking mouth, for fuck's sake. Okay. Next one, Brittany, you dumb bitch. So she made a post. I'm gonna put it up. Hold on. Share screen. Brittany, share. Okay. So Brittany says, it wasn't just the lady you're platforming, G-dubs, like a fucking child, right? Brittany, you're a fucking...
So let me just say this too. Do you know why I can't take any of these people fucking seriously? They want to sit there and run their mouth about what I did 5 years ago. But what about the shit that the people that they support have done a hell of a lot more recently? They support QB, who's a fucking blatant cop calling liar. They support Granny, who's had her share of fucking fuck ups in the past. But they want to act like they only support people that are absolutely perfect. Fuck all the way off. Look in your own backyard before you start pointing fingers elsewhere.
Child, shut up. Who says G-dubs, idiot? Oh, there's that one bitch that says it. Okay, I get it now. Okay, who called CPS yesterday? Well, unless she's the one who made all 10 calls. Does anyone fucking believe?
When did Brittany's CPS get up to 10 calls? That's what I want to know.
Believe that there were 10 CPS calls? 10 CPS calls? Who the fuck believes that? Because I sure as fuck don't. I definitely don't believe that there were 10 CPS calls. Prove it, bitch. Prove that there were 10 fucking calls. Just yesterday, there were 10 fucking calls. I think the only reason that there was even one call, if you're saying it was yesterday, that would mean that it was after it happened, right? And because you put that information out about recording a fucking CPS worker, if there were calls, then that would be...
I call bullshit that who Megan is calling out is in the present day. No, I was reading her comment section.
Why?
But no, she agreed with Savannah.
But you are trying so hard to put somebody in this community as the one that called CPS this last time. But you talk too much, right? Because you mentioned that the CPS worker went to your kid's doctor's appointment. Okay? That screams school fucking called. Because your kids are always fucking sick. You
See, here's my thing. I don't think anybody called. I think Brittany has an open case. That's what I think. I do not think that it's people keep calling, because again, why doesn't she hit record on a phone? Why don't you hit video record on your phone? If they're coming to your house so often, where is the proof? I don't buy it. I think she has one open case, and that's who keeps coming by. And even if they did call, I still think it's an open case. Up here, Tara, Savannah says, Angela allows the CPS caller in her comments and has her in a chat. Laura, CPS. Pristine says, good point, Savannah. And then Megan said, yeah, you're right. Fuck you.
probably never turn in a doctor's note. We already went through this, right? But no, you want so bad for it to be pinned on somebody in the community, especially Granny. And I can tell you that she has not called. She wouldn't call. And for you fucking idiots that are listening that are going to try to say that Jessica called CPS 4 years ago or 3 years ago on Dorothy, guess what? It wasn't her. It wasn't her. And the person that did it actually came out and admitted that it was them. So if we need to put that out again, if we need to rehash that again, we can definitely do that. I don't want to put that person's name out there because it was so long ago, but I can.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I don't want to put this person out there because it was so long ago. And that was 3 or 4 years ago. But mine is 5 years ago, and y'all can't let it the fuck go. Make it make sense, Megan. Honestly. And I don't have any issues with Megan, don't get me wrong. But make it make sense. Her words. It was so long ago, I don't want to put it out there. Okay. Well, mine's even longer. And you still can't let it go.
So just shut the fuck up. She's not the one that fucking called. Sorry, I'm not really reading comments, guys. Exactly, Pristine. So I'm so sick of...
No, I'm not being dragged into this. I'm not in this at all. I'm just making a point.
She's trying so hard to put this on Jessica, trying so fucking hard. And it's not. Nice try. No. Okay. This is perfect. Granny, no.
I have absolutely nothing to do with this. Just Savannah's comment just pissed me off. So then when Megan said that, that's what I meant. But yeah, I'm not involved in this at all.
Nor her mods, nor her supporters have called. Stop blaming Granny and Granny adjacent people. Thank you. Stop. I'm definitely not going to fucking call. And I know none of my friends would fucking call. So fucking stop. Or show the proof or shut the fuck up.
Here's my other question. And this is a general question for anybody. I don't understand why people are more mad at CPS callers than they are at real life court cases. I don't see how dragging someone into court is less of an offense than calling CPS. Help me understand. Because CPS, if you don't do anything wrong, it's done and over with. But these people have heart failure over CPS. But take someone to court and you'll just rah-rah them on, but it's not that high of an offense. I don't get it. I agree.
You talk too much, you stupid bitch. Shut the fuck up. Let's read what else she says. Sorry. Lovely for you to provide a platform for these frivolous callers. Again, she didn't know that she was going to go up and say that, and she adamantly said that she doesn't support it.
See, this is why I played Granny's clip. Granny did nothing wrong. Like, literally did nothing fucking wrong. This woman came up on our panel. She had said this woman came up. She stated multiple times that she did not agree with what the woman did. She wouldn't have called herself. Like, she was crystal fucking clear that she didn't agree with what this woman did, but she was interested in hearing what the woman said. I don't think she did anything wrong.
But I guess words don't matter, right? Or is comprehension still the fucking issue with you? I think it's probably comprehension. Is she also the one who reported my baby registry to them yesterday? Who the fuck is reporting a baby registry?
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Who the fuck is going to report a baby registry? What are they going to say? Poor me? You got lots of gifts. You got lots of items. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why in the world would somebody report a baby registry to CPS? That's almost as dumb as when she said that, what's her name? Oh my God, I can't think. what the fuck's her name? The one that made her avatar. My mind is blank. I want to say Chasing Deets, but no. Who's the one that made her avatar yesterday? The one that built a channel on her? Yeah, Crime Reels. Thank you. My mind was completely blank. I was talking about cancer before, and my mind was blank. I couldn't remember any term. Like, whoa. So that's how I just felt with Crime Reels. My mind was like dead. Saying that someone reported her registry to CPS reminds me of when she said Crime Reels was reported as being the one that, you know, whatever she said, like just bullshit. Like, Brittany, you're such a pathological liar that your lies don't even make sense.
Who's reporting that to CPS, and what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, oh, CPS, you know, she's getting all of this brand new stuff for her baby. Like, they should be thankful. The baby's gonna have everything it needs. What do you fucking think that they're gonna do about that? Are you like, what? And if somebody is reporting a registry, if someone just happens to do that, you're a fucking idiot. But
I can't imagine why someone would report a registry. I call total bullshit. Show the fucking proof, Brittany, because that is a blatant lie. It is just an absolute ridiculous lie. And anyone that believes it is a bigger idiot than you are.
Get it, because she's getting you. CPS goes to her house and they'll see the mounds of boxes and all the brand new baby shit, and they'll be thankful that there's stuff for the baby. What the fuck?
I agree. If you have CPS in your life because your house is a mess or you're not taking care of your kids or anything like that, so then if you have this major registry, people are going to want it. I mean, CPS is going to like that. So nobody's going to fucking report it. Yeah, like I call total bullshit on this whole CPS thing. I really believe that Brittany has a caseworker, has had a caseworker, and that's why she's personal friends with her and can call her up on the phone.
Like, I don't understand it. Right? It's not, Heather. Exactly. It's so stupid. It's like the stupidest thing I fucking heard. And then, what is it? Where am I? Oh, here we go. What is wrong with you people? You do realize I'm not foolish enough to record a caseworker without their permission. Nobody fucking believes you. Sorry.
Why wouldn't you report a caseworker, Brittany? Tell me. Like I said, every single time CPS was here because of YouTube, the very first thing I did was hit record. Cops came to my door, I hit record. They knew it. I didn't have to admit it. You're on my house, my property, and if I want to hit fucking record, I will hit record. I have that right. You're not my caseworker. You're nobody. You showed up at my fucking house. I'm going to hit record. I want evidence of everything that's said. I don't want to forget anything that's said. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if you're not smart enough to just hit record on your phone, like you're recording a video, you're a fucking moron who should not ever be in true crime. Because anyone in true crime knows you need evidence. You don't need circumstantial evidence. You need hard evidence. And the only way to get hard evidence is to hit that motherfucking record button on your phone.
Sorry, we don't. Also, CPS doesn't control my life. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Because it seems like for the past at least year, yes, they have. I can have a registry. Nobody said you can't. You're just a greedy bitch. And I can show my baby bump, for fuck's sake. Who the fuck says you can't? Who says you can't? You're the one that didn't want to show it to begin with. So because you know what people are going to say, right? But nobody said you can't do that. You're so stupid. And I can talk about whatever I would like on my channel. Yeah. And so can everybody else. And everybody can comment on your shit. So the more you put out, the more people are going to talk. So if you don't want people to talk, shut the fuck up. Keep your private life private, idiot. I am a free adult and CPS doesn't work like that. Okay. Thank you for proving more and more this is about hate and vengeance and has zero to do with my children's safety and well-being. Well, again, I don't think anyone from YouTube called at least this last time. I just don't. I think the school called and they were most definitely looking out for your children's well-being who were always fucking sick. And you delay getting the medication and you don't take them to the doctor and they're up all night. I could go on and on and on and on. Everything is being meticulous.
And that's another thing. Think about how tired Brittany's kids are at school every day. How their schedules are off. How their eating is off. Can you imagine being up at 3 o'clock in the morning and having to be up at 6 and go through school? I wouldn't doubt if CPS is the one calling multiple times. Not just this last time, multiple times. Because we hear Brittany's kids up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. She's had her kids up at 4:30 in the morning. You hear her. You hear them. So I really believe that a lot of it is, I wouldn't doubt if it's her own, if it's their teachers. And at the same time, you don't know what these kids say in school. They could say, my mom's on YouTube all night in front of me. Or I had to stay up because I had to wake my mom up. Or who knows?
Documented by who? Fucking Angela? Because we know damn well that you don't document shit. That's why you never had any proof for all the claims from Jessica. You would go to all these little clip channels with their bullshit out of context, and that's what you would have for quote unquote proof. Let's get real.
I don't see any changes being made because Brittany won't take accountability. So, and I also tend to think she doesn't know any better. I just think she's a shit mom, but I think she was raised by a shit mom. I think that that's all she knows. And originally I heard that Craig's mom was also up at, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I had to laugh because I thought, well, Craig's mom might be our age. She might be in her, early 50s, mid 50s. So yeah, we're up at 3 in the morning. So why wouldn't she be? So I kind of, laughed at myself after I said it.
All right. So enough with that bitch. Exactly. Nobody fucking cares enough. Nobody cares. So then Moon went live, right? And I'm sorry, it was fucking hilarious. I'm just sitting there laughing like this dumb bitch really thinks she's something. She's sitting there like trying to be all gangster to Soup and Sinner about, just how bad of a bitch she is and how, Catch Me If You Can is gonna, stomp on these streets and they can say whatever you want. But then you're sitting there complaining that Catch Me If You Can was called out. Guess what? Catch Me If You Can is
Craig's mom was asking BJ in chat what the due date was. For real? Like, no shit. That's kind of weird. Do they not speak?
Is the little fucking whiny ass bitch. She is. She can't take shit back. She runs her fucking mouth from chat to chat to chat to chat to chat. She never shuts the fuck up. She never has anything right. And bitch, get spell check. Get spell check. It's fucking horrible. Like, you have to sit there and try to decipher what the fuck she's saying because she never makes any fucking sense. And then And then you want to talk about being blocked? I think I'm blocked. I'm pretty sure I'm blocked in Angela's. And I know I'm pretty sure blocked in Moon's. So you want to call out people for blocking others, but bitch, you block. And you were talking about, oh, just another person blocked, like blocking on your channel. You ain't about it. Don't act like you're about it. No one's fucking scared of you, Moon, and no one's scared of you, Catch Me If You Can. You're both fucking idiots. You want all this fucking attention. You want these bigger channels' attention so fucking bad. That's why you simp so fucking hard for Britney. You look foolish. You look like idiots. You never
I can't disagree with that.
know anything about what you're talking about. You're wrong every fucking time. And then you wanted to bring up the court thing with New Jersey and Kim and Crafton. I'm sorry. Anyone that's been here now for a little bit knows who Kim and Crafton are, right? Y'all remember them on Britney's and how real life they go and all this shit. Guess what? They did it back then too. So did Jessica try to protect herself? Yes. That's why she knows what happens with the New Jersey court. She experienced it her fucking self. Okay? So did it work out? Like it didn't go far, whatever. She learned from it, whatever, right? But they're fucking nasty. Y'all have seen it. So I'm so fucking over that. I'm so fucking over that. You want to keep bringing that shit up, but you've gone there too, Moon. How many times have you threatened ROs on people, dumbass? You tried to do it with TT and Granny and Angela, but who's the one that can't go to Mississippi, Moon? Huh? Who's the one that can't go? Because you got a warrant out for your arrest for your stalking ass bullshit. Shut the fuck up. My God, she really thinks that she's like some bad bitch.
My opinion of JLR has been the exact same for the last 5 years. He is a fucking loser and he's a psychopath. Nothing has changed from day one when he had 5 subs to having 500,000 subs. My opinion has never changed, and I don't watch him. Never did.
She's gonna run these streets, and all she does is run her little fucking mouth. That's it. Wants to fucking claim disability. Bitch, please. My God, you're just another lazy ass, loser ass bitch. That's it. And then that's not to go against people that truly do have disabilities. Obviously, she can work. She's done it. She's worked from home. So, like, whatever. Okay. So, got that out. Okay.
All right. So that was pretty much Megan's story. What? I thought Megan did a really good job. I do agree. I don't have an issue with Moon. Don't get me wrong. I really don't. But I hear Moon go on her rants about, I'm going to kick your ass and I'm this and I'm that. Like, come on, dude. You're like 4'11". Stop. I'm from the street. I don't know why people use that as a flex. I'm sorry. I'm glad I'm not from the streets. I'm sorry. I'm glad I grew up in an affluent, upper middle class home. I'm very proud of that. Sorry. You're never going to hear me. I'm gangsta. I'm come from the streets. Nope. Sorry, I come from money and I'm very proud of it. Thank you. I don't get this flex like to sound like you're from the streets. Or even a flex that you are from the streets. To me, that's not a flex. It's embarrassing. But what do I know? That's just me. Pickles, do you want a link? You sound like you have a lot to say. Or I feel like you want to talk. Or that you have a lot to get off your chest. If you want a link, let me know. I was shocked when I saw her. I don't know who you're talking about. Who are you referring to? Rachel. And Bad Wolf, when you listen to this, I'm going to beat your ass. I even went on early just for him because he's working a lot. So he's like, I have a job. You go on too late. Listen, motherfucker, I went on early just for you. Exactly. We all aim to live upwards. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why people think it's a flex to say, like, you know, you're from the streets or you act gangster. I'm sorry. No. I just don't get it. I don't get why it's a flex. I don't understand a lot of flexes on here, to be fair. I really don't. Brittany boarded that scooter. If you guys didn't know that, there's proof of that. So Moon can be bought. And I saw the proof. I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's for real? Yeah, that's for real. Brittany and her mods or Brittany and her subs bought her that scooter. Yeah. They wanted to do something nice for her. I could probably find the text, but yeah. It was in the chat. Brittany's like, maybe we should get her a scooter. This way she doesn't have to walk everywhere. We should do something nice for her. Let's get her something. At least an electric scooter. It depends. I never saw the whole thing. I don't know if it's got like a seat. I would have to see it. But I mean, it's definitely like $100, $200. If it, like, I don't know what kind of scooter it is, but gotta be at least 100, 150. But I think she even had the dog with her. Yeah, I didn't even get a super chat tonight. Moon, who's not even a channel creator, is getting fucking scooters. Make it make sense, people. I think it's like a trike. Scooter. Let's see. For adults. It's pulling up little kids. I do want a scooter. But I want a different type of scooter. My scooter I want is like $3,000. All right. This is what I don't think it is. I don't think it's like this or like this, because this is what I want. I want like one of these. Those are bikes. If it's like this, it's almost $400. So if it might be this one, because it shows the dog and everything. Amazon's having a sale. I want this. A 3-person electric trike. It's only $10,000. Yeah, they're over $300. Thank you, and my scooter fund. Woohoo! Yeah, they're not cheap though. They're definitely not cheap. See, I thought it was like something like, oh, you can buy them from Temu too. Yeah, they're like between $300 and $400. Amazon. Now, if it's something like this, is what I was thinking, it's $150. But I'm pretty sure she has a seat. See, I think it's something like this. I think. And maybe like this, maybe. Or maybe like that, but that's $500. I don't know. Can we really see Brittany spending this much money? I want a pink scooter. No, it's not what? It's not like that? Oh, where was it? It's not like that? Do you really, Pug Love? That's what I'm saying. But then again, if you have, think about it. If you have 20 people donating $20 or $10, you can get a nice scooter. It's like the first one you showed. So it's more like the one with the seat. Like that. Maybe like that. But either way, if you're getting something like this, it's $400. That's crazy. Shit, I'm going to stick up for Brittany. I'm going to get me a scooter. So I want something like this, but bigger. Tricks are for pricks. 12 months. Woohoo! Gas prices are a motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Maybe she got something like that. $250. It would have been between $300 and $500. See, that's crazy to me. That's what I want. Something like that. Purple seat. That's another thing I was thinking about is electric bike. There you go. Now 50 cc is too slow. You have a gas strike? No shit. $8? Are you serious? Holy crap. It's only $3.55 here. $30-mile range, 20 miles per hour. And I need something that goes like 50 miles per hour. Maybe I should just get an electric bike. So basically, Britney's people gave her a nice gift. I'm a little jelly. See, a lot of these only go 20 miles an hour. That's like way too slow. Yeah, these are all super slow. These are shit. Amazon sucks. Yeah, these are all super slow. That one's not bad. I would do that. A different color. I don't even know how to ride one. That's the funniest part. Doesn't say how fast it goes. Weight capacity, 242 pounds. So you can't even put 2 people on it. Me and Sage. Not even me and Sage. Yeah, these are all shit. Look at the last DM I sent. Are you buying me a scooter? Trying to dust those folks in the scooter community. Hell yeah. We got to find a scooter community. Oh, all right. Hold on. All right. I see it. She looks like a fucking mess. Hold on. Oh. Look at her. She looks like a mess. Oh, that's a small one. Yeah, that's small. But even small, that was probably still like $300. Is Fluffer breathing nearby? Yeah. But I can hear him. Actually, you probably hear the hum. Now you probably don't hear it. But yeah, Fluffer's right next to me. Karma's on the bed. And Buka's nowhere. That's Moon. So that scooter's still about $300. You can hear him sleeping. Hooked up so it runs my oxygen also. Carries fishing. Oh, no shit. You can really hear him breathing? Oh, yeah. You can hear it. My little fluffernutter. Yeah, so they spent a couple hundred. Good for you, Moon. I wish I had people that bought me a scooter, but I would need a bigger scooter. I like bigger scooters. Scooters. Oh, I guess it's not a scooter. I guess I'd want a moped. I don't know. I want an EV car. Get you out enjoying the sun. Oh, so does my convertible, which I can't take top down. Pink scooter. I should get purple to match my purple couch. Now, I like the real scooters. Pink street scooter. Is it a Vespa? Maybe. Like that. That's cute. I like that. That's a kid's. Yeah, they got nothing. X Pro, $400 for delivery. You okay? Let me jump right on that. That's my favorite color is bubblegum pink. Pink moped. Road street legal. Now these are, they keep showing like shit ones. It's all shitty like Amazon ones. If you got that, you might as well get a motorcycle. And it's $400 delivery. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm really thinking about saving for an electric bike, but they're just so expensive. But I've tried doing my bike. It's too hard. Too many hills here. Because I was going to turn my bike into an electric bike, but it's still a couple $100. Damn, you get an electric bike for $129? I just love my bike. It's just such a pain in the ass to ride. $35 miles an hour, I could do that. Not spend $200 delivery. It's fucking crazy. $38 miles an hour, I could do that. I don't like mountain bikes, though. Up to 100 miles? Oh, I was thinking 100 miles an hour. 45 miles per hour? I don't like fat tires, though. Not bad, though. Why are they all fat tires? All right. I know, I was going to say that. I would buy it at a shop. But I also want to see something. Hold on. How much does it cost to turn my bike into an electric bike? To convert a regular bike into an electric bike costs anywhere from $300 to $2,500, depending on the quality of components. Well, for that price, you might as well just get a new fucking bike. Between $300 and $900. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh my God. Thank you. When I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. Big butt ass. You know what I mean? Why convert your bike if it's going to cost that much? Average cost of any bike is around $2,000. Not on Amazon. With entry-level models of $1,000 high. That's crazy, though. $2,000 for a bike? You better fucking ride that shit everywhere. Then again, what am I talking? I paid like $900 for my bike years ago. Phoenix's bike was on sale, but that's still a Trek bike, and that I think it was $700. So I don't know why I think like $2,000 is too much. Ugh. Everything is too expensive these days. And it's only going to get worse. And as my son said, Mom, get used to it. Because it's not coming down. I'm like, you know what? You're right. So, on that note, I'm getting off of here. I do have some candles to make. I got to clean up. And then, I still have to do fucking Sweet Misery shirt. Shit. I am going to do that tonight. So, all right. I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. Thank you for starting my scooter fund or my electric bike fund, whichever way you want to put it. We got $2 in the donation tank. And that's it. I will see you wonderful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And I got to tell you guys the quote that I heard last night. I said it on Just Irish. And I think it's such an amazing fucking quote. Hold on, let me get it. It says, to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. I think it's such a beautiful fucking quote. And we should all live by it. And it's so true. So true. So with that said, again, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Peace out, bean sprouts. And that's it. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting and I don't remember what it is. Fuck me running. Cannot remember. I don't know. I don't know, but I keep looking over at my purple couch, loving it. It's so pretty. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace.